Hey everybody, this is Stratagem, and today we're gonna watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Season 9 Episode 14, The Last Laugh. Yeah, the hiatus is finally over, however, almost all of my reactions to the Season 9 episodes have been blocked at the moment. I'm currently in the process of re-rendering all of them and then re-uploading them. It's kind of taking a while and yeah, it's just very annoying. So I guess this video you will get with the new format, with the shitty squeezed video, because apparently that is what we have to do now again. Yeah, wonderful. Anyways, that shan't stop us. So today's episode, The Last Laugh, I'm going to assume that it's a Pinkie Pie episode, and that means I am going to assume that we are going to see a guest character in this episode. I'm not gonna say who it is right now because, well, it might be a spoiler if that character doesn't appear in this episode but in a later one, but yeah, we shall see. Despite the fact that this and some of the upcoming episodes have already aired ages ago in various countries, I am luckily completely unspoiled, so yeah, except for the fact that it's most likely a Pinkie episode, I have no idea what to expect, so without further ado, let's hit play. And here we are, Rainbow Dash.
I thought Pinkie Pie said to get here right away.
She sure had a burr in her britches about something.
Pinkie Pie
Where is she?
wants you all to appear.
Yeah, what is taking her so long? Just kidding.
God damn
You
it,
guys
Pinkie.
really need to look behind you once in a while. Pinkie, you said you had something important to tell us? Not telling
It's
us,
probably
so much as
very
showing.
important.
In fact, what you're about to see may shake the very foundations of your perception for all time.
I doubt that. Oh, it's actually the Discovery release.
But wait, there's more.
2 cupcakes.
It's an invitation
Yes,
to the cheese
I knew it.
amusement factory.
Cheese sandwich opened a factory? What do they make there? Rubber chickens?
That's ridiculous. They make way more there than just rubber chicken. Gosh, cheese.
Yeah, I knew that Weird Al was gonna come back.
Assumed he'd continue to wander Equestria
I thought he would come back for episode 200, but no, Pinkie episode. Makes sense, makes more sense.
Haven't told me my life's purpose. Swap gag tips.
Whoa, what did you say?
Catch up? I mean, it has been a while. I think
It has been.
Applejack's asking about the part about cheese sandwich and your life's purpose.
Yeah,
Oh, that. Yeah. It's just all of you have found your thing. You're gonna rule all of Equestria. Rainbow Dash is a wonder bowl.
Yeah.
Fluttershy has her animal sanctuary. Berry
Well.
has boutiques. Applejack has that hat. And the farm. So that's like 2 things. I don't even have one. When I first got Cheese's invite, I was a little jealous.
I mean, yeah, that's
But he was moving on to bigger and better things.
AJ,
Everyone
Pinkie,
was leaving me
and
behind.
also Fluttershy.
Then I realized
They
cheese sandwich is a
didn't really have
practical
that
just
huge,
like me. If he figured out his purpose, he can help me
goal-driven
figure out
story arc.
mine. I think talking to Cheese Sandwich is a great idea. But the
I mean,
only pony
Flutters
who can
had
really find
her
life's
arc, but
purpose is you.
I wouldn't call the Sanctuary
I
that.
know, silly. That's why I'm going to visit Cheese Sandwich's factory so I can ask him to help me.
Of course, yeah. Also, I don't think that thing is edible.
Are you sure this is edible?
I am not.
Yeah. No, I mean, really, Fluttershy's story arc, so to say, was her overcoming the shyness, and the Animal Sanctuary was kinda tacked on, really. I mean, that was a life dream she fulfilled in 1 episode. It was introduced in 1 episode and immediately fulfilled. Yeah, I mean, I kinda talked about that back in the Fluttershy Leans In reaction. I was kinda disappointed with that since it felt so super rushed compared to pretty much everything else. You know,
Yep, any pony with a smile like that
Rarity
is
and
exactly the kind of pony
Rarity and Rainbow took forever for their arcs to be fulfilled, and things are going to
Squeeze by.
go awry.
You sure can. I'm here to see Cheese Sandwich.
Cheese sandwich doesn't
Written
seem
by
any
the
pony.
Fox
This
Brothers.
factory is shut tight. No pony
Oh,
ever
that one
comes
is a
out,
female.
no pony ever
Jeez.
goes in, including you.
Especially not you.
move along.
Oh, that's a shame. To think I came all this way because of this personal invitation from Cheese Sandwich himself.
You have an invitation?
Well, why didn't you say so?
Oh dear. This is gonna be like
I get to
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Casualty. Hello?
That kinda looks not like that. Yeah, that's more like it. Oh jeez, that outfit.
So happy to see you.
Well, I was about to say
Could have gotten a big laugh.
that's the wrong cutie
I wonder
mark.
if we need to add more carpet rolls. I suppose it could be the mask. Let's try taking the nostril flare down 10%. Thoughts?
I have a thought. Who are you?
So sorry. Sans Smirk, Vice President of Amusement Integration. Mr. Sandwich is very excited.
Mr. Sandwich.
If you'll just follow me, it's a short trip through the factory to Cheese's office.
Wow. A whole factory dedicated to gags.
Yeah, Pinky, you're going to be
Place ever.
turbo disappointed. See? Her disappointment is
Behind all this boring
palpable.
factory stuff.
The fun is the factory stuff. We take a fairly serious approach to comedy here. Observe. Oh, look, a pretty flower.
Oh no.
The squirting flower is a classic. Oh, what if the flower was part of a shirt, but the flower didn't squirt? The shirt did!
That is literally the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I can tell by your
Come on.
enthusiasm.
That's my head. You probably get like 17,000 ideas like that from cheese every minute.
We'd have to use a
Probably
series
not.
of interconnected tubes in the fabric. What do you think of this?
I think it's a whoopee cushion.
Indeed it is.
Yes?
But what if you made the embarrassing sound come from some pony else?
I sit on it, but the sound comes from you. We could call it the ventriloquy cushion. Wow.
How in the hell is that supposed to work?
Which way is Cheese's office again?
Right, of course. It's been quite a while since we've had the opportunity to work with true comic inspiration like this.
What about Cheese?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
one
wondering.
more thing. Our Super Slip Banana Peel. Still in development, but we think it's pretty special.
How can a banana peel be in development? Okay. Yeah, that is a workplace hazard.
So, too slippery?
Oh, what if instead of slipping, you were sticking? One step on this banana peel and you can't get it off. That's funny.
Wow. Just wow. You're exactly the
That's
pony Cheese
exactly
wants to see.
what I would like to say there. Just wow.
He's exactly the
Except I would do it very ironically. Because it's a terrible idea.
Hello?
Pinky, I'm glad you came.
Of course I did.
Hey,
Your
Mr. Burns.
factory is big. It really seems like you found your purpose, which is perfect since I came here for help.
That is perfect. I knew I could count on you to help
Oh
me.
dear.
Well, that's triple perfect because. Oh wait, why do you need my help?
That Steve Jobs
Because,
sweater.
Pinky, I completely lost my laugh.
And there we have the problem. Thanks.
Your laugh?
Can't expect something like that.
Kind of joke because it's not.
Looks,
funny.
It's
Kinda
not a
like that.
joke. And even if it was, I wouldn't be able to laugh at it.
Right. Why don't we continue this discussion over some delicious canned peanut brittle? Wow, you did lose your laugh.
well, those things aren't funny, Pinky.
Sorry to interrupt, but it occurs to me that a 7% tighter wind on the snake springs would yield a 12% increase in giggle output.
This is why we're a team. Sans here has always been able to eke every last laugh out of my gags. Which is a help since I haven't come up with any good ones in a while.
Wait, so you can tell if a gag is funny or not, you just can't laugh at it?
Yes!
What?
Torture!
How did this happen?
I wonder that too.
Back when I was a party pony, I laughed at everything. I spread my party cheer wherever it was needed. I even started making individual
Hey,
one-of-a-kind novelty gags
what's her
for
face?
each and every one of my parties.
From the Cutie Mark camp. The circle painter. I forgot her name.
Soon it seemed like every pony in Equestria wanted one. It was more work than my hooves could handle, but I didn't want to disappoint all those smiling faces. Luckily,
Of course.
Sans Smirk came to me with the idea for a factory. A gag factory. I could finally keep up with demand and make every pony happy. Soon we were sending gags
Kind
all
of like
over Equestria.
a take on the what was it called? Canterlot Boutique episode. Except he's actually accepting of his employees'
One day,
attempts to
my lab
increase
was
efficiency,
just gone.
despite
I haven't left the factory since. I don't want
that
anybody to
not
see
being
me
what
like
he
this.
actually wants.
I mean, look at me. Boneless 2 doesn't even recognize me anymore. So, can you help me, Pinky? What do you think?
I think I've got 2 words for you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo!
Boo-hoo.
Don't cry because I'm gonna get you your laugh back.
Oh dear, that was...
Something small. Excuse me,
Well, that was
Mr.
sure a
Smirk,
joke.
but is there something in my eye?
Top-notch eye googling, Miss Pie.
Why, thanks, Sans, old pal. Put it there. Oh, sorry about that. Let me make it up to you. How about some pie?
Oh, look, it's the lemon meringue. It came back.
Googly eye to hoof buzzer to pie face pratfall. Mwah. Masterful.
Come on! Those classic bits put Rainbow Dash's funny bone in a cast for a week.
Don't blame yourself, Pinky. Whatever I got it bad.
Maybe we need to start even smaller. You can't run before you can walk.
I'm kinda...
And you can't laugh before you can smile. And your smiler's all out of whack.
I'm kinda surprised that we
What we're working
didn't have a song
with.
yet.
Your biggest, bestest smile.
Oh, yeah.
Am I doing it? Am I smiling? I feel like I'm smiling.
Yeah, totally.
Almost. Maybe I just need to spot you for a rep or 2. Okay, you got this. It's all you. Ready?
Yeah,
Anything?
well, something.
I'm not giving up on you yet, Cheese. I know
We have already
somewhere that'll
most
make you
work for
laugh.
2 minutes.
Just have to figure out where to look.
I would like to take this opportunity to point out that we are in a gag factory.
Yeah,
This is where the magic happens. Research and development. It's where we figure out the science of funny.
How do you science funny?
Of course, there's no one-size-fits-all joke, no grand unified gag theory. But if we figure out the funny of one gag, we can combine it with the funny of another gag and make a third, funnier gag.
I guess that makes sense.
well,
3.
somehow.
1, 2, 3. Yep, that math checks out. At this point, I'm willing to give anything a try.
And it's finally song time. I guess. Or montage. No, seems like it's just a montage. How? How does that even work?
I don't understand. I've tried everything. Stand-up, classic gag, physical humor, prop comedy, vaudeville, surrealist, all-teen character pieces. Nothing's worked.
It seems we've exhausted every avenue that even the science of comedy can provide.
That's it then.
What do you mean?
I appreciate everything you've done, Pinky, but if you can't make me laugh, no pony can.
But, sir, you can't just surrender.
It doesn't look like I have a choice. I need to figure out how to live without a laugh. I know you tried your best, but it's time you went home.
Well,
I, too, am horrified.
I can tell.
So that's it? You're all just giving up?
I'm afraid Mr. Sandwich is right. You are the funniest pony in Equestria, And if you can't bring back his laugh, it is surely gone forever.
But Cheese was just as funny as me. I can't believe that's all gone.
None of us can. I shudder to think what will become of the factory.
You're not gonna close down, are you?
They probably are.
This was Cheese's life's purpose.
It certainly was mine. But if Mr. Sandwich has finally given up, there's only so long we can retool his old ideas before we run out of gags to produce. I don't suppose you'd consider working here? Your fresh take on our classic gags rivals Mr. Sandwich in his prime.
I need to find my life's purpose, but I don't
Yeah.
think that's it. I'm a party pony. I need to make ponies happy in real time.
Yes. In our early days, nothing brought Mr. Sandwich more pleasure than seeing the laughter his gags brought to Pony's first hoof.
Guess it's back to the drawing board.
Well, there will always be a place for you here if you change your mind.
Hold on. What did you just say?
There'll always be a place for you here.
No. Before that.
Back to the drawing board.
That was me!
Nothing brought Mr. Sandwich more pleasure than seeing the laughter his gags brought to Pony's
Really?
first hoof.
You mean that?
We've been going about this all week. We don't need to make Cheese
Think you have a great memory.
to make us laugh. Cheese! I figured it out! I know why you can't laugh!
What? Why?
You started this factory because you didn't want to disappoint smiling faces. But in here,
All
you
that
can't
merchandise
see it.
there.
It does make a certain sense, sir. Spreading laughter has always brought you joy.
Is that a
Spreading laughter
Pinkie
is
Pie
what this
plushie?
factory does.
Except you don't see it. You're a party pony like me. You need to make ponies smile in person. Here, just try it.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy.
Why did Boneless 2 cross the road? To prove to Boneless 1 he wasn't a chicken.
Very funny, sir. Excellent joke. Oh, I mean, ha.
Really?
Sorry, not much of a laugher.
Here, try me. I promise I'll laugh.
Yeah,
Pinky, you laugh at everything.
absolutely.
I appreciate what you're doing.
That
but
is no
I
challenge.
think it's a cost loss. A lost cause. What was that?
I'm sorry, but when you swapped the letters of those words, it was just a bit...
Funny?
Uh-huh.
So you're saying it's a mix-up?
I will finally get
that I
the
just made
song.
that coats
Jeez.
the snicker from your throat in a delicate cascade. If I did it one more time, if I reproduced that feat, mixed up some letters here and there, you'd lily-bath too sweet. Then that's all I need to do. That's who I need to be. I thought I needed laughter, but it has to come from me. Squirting flowers and knobby knees. Rubber chicken's my expertise. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese. I suppose now I should amp things up to get the thing I'm after. Move whole syllables around and change them passes to get laughter. Can't stop now, I'm on a roll, I've almost got it back. Bright folks like you aren't subject to my play on words attack. With something else I'll have to play to get me where I'm going.
What you gonna do?
Some commedia dell'arte to get the laughter flowing. And it's what I need to do. It's who I need to be. I thought I needed laughter, but it has to come from me. Follow right behind if you please. Walk this way and I guarantee. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese. Accordion solo! What? And it's what I need to do. It's who I need to be. I thought I needed laughter, but it has to come from me. Whoopee cushions and dungarees. I know jokes like my ABCs. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese. And now my biggest test, the hardest fish to fry. A mind so analytical, a sense of humor dry. To make you laugh would prove to me that this experiment's done. Something ridiculous and not too smart. Something like a pun. Hey, Sans, how did the laughing bird's eggs hatch? They cracked up!
That is so ridiculous.
Then that's all I need to do. That's all I need to see. I thought I needed laughter, but it had to come from me. Squirting flowers and nominees, rubber chickens and dungarees. If you want laughter, then stick with cheese.
It's so good to have you back, sir. Finally, we can get the factory back to how things used to be.
Sans, my good pony, I don't think I can run this factory anymore. But you can!
Without you? I don't understand.
Pinky was right. This is what I need. I just can't have funny ideas. I need to wander the land and see ponies laughing at them. You can run the factory, but I need to live. And don't think I've forgotten about
Big
you,
with a
little
poncho.
buddy. I knew you'd be on board. Don't worry. Out in Equestria, I'll have more great ideas for gags, and I'll send them all to you.
Sir, are you sure this is what you want to do?
Of course! It's my life's purpose!
Hey, that's what I came here looking for.
You did? Well, come on! Let's figure it out!
Actually, I think I'm good. And then I said goodbye, and then I came here. Oh, and then I gathered you all together and started telling you about it. First, I said that... Well,
Yeah, we know.
like quite a trip. And Cheese Sandwich just left his own factory? Yep, but I think Salt Smirk's hooves were the perfect ones to leave it in. As much
What
as
is that
Cheese was
behind
born to
Pinky
run
Strong?
Equestria and make ponies laugh in person, Sans was born to run that factory.
And you don't sound so worried about finding your life's purpose anymore.
Nope. I figured out Cheese and I are pretty much the same. We both need to see ponies laughing to feel fulfilled. And I already do that. My life is purposing itself all over the place.
I agree completely.
Thanks. Oh, I almost forgot. I got you all
Yeah, I mean,
something
it's
from a trip. Who likes
kinda-
peanut brittle?
It's kind of thing with Pinky. She pretty much had her place figured out at the beginning already. So there's really not much reason for her to have a grand overarching storyline. So yeah, glad that glad that she came to realize that. So yeah, fun little episode. Nice to see Cheese Sandwich again. I am, to be honest, I am, of course, in my head comparing this to the season 4 episode, the first Cheese Sandwich episode, Pinky Pride. Yeah, and compared to Pinky Pride, this one's definitely not as good. There weren't that many songs and it was more, well, I'm not gonna say it was more focused on the story side of things, because Pinky Pride also has a very strong story focus. But I think here the story focus was a bit heavier, kinda got in the way of the comedy, which for a Pinkie Pie and especially a Pinkie Pie and Weird Al episode is, pretty much the main focus here. So, yeah, not as good as Pinky Pride, but still a fun episode nonetheless. So I guess that's really all I have to say about this, and I think that from this point on I am actually completely unspoiled, so to speak. The only thing I knew about this season beforehand was that Weird Al and Patton Oswalt would make a return. They now both have returned, so from now on I know absolutely nothing. Watch how this is gonna change until next week, because apparently there is a trailer for the show finale already airing on Discovery Family, which is, 10 out of 10, you guys. Pretty much every TV station on the planet has aired more episodes than you, but you are already doing trailers for the finale. What are you even doing? Anyway, that's not our concern for today, so I'm just gonna call it quits here. If you did like the reaction, please consider leaving a like on the video and or subscribe to my channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, where I post updates on things that I do. On DeviantArt, where I usually post show traced vectors, and more recently I tried to draw things, but that isn't going anywhere. Or you could also throw money at me over on Patreon if you want to. And with all of that out of the way, as always, I have been Stratagem, thanks for watching, and see ya next time.